And everybody poops.
Everybody poops.
Welcome to the PowerBomb Nation, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight is a special night. I can feel it in the air. Something big is about to happen and change the face of professional wrestling, hopefully for the better. I've just had this eerie feeling all day that someone's going to do something that up until this morning I thought wasn't going to be done. And I really have a feeling that Sami Zayn is going to walk out the undisputed heavyweight champion of professional wrestling tonight on the Elimination Chamber. But we still got 30 minutes before the Elimination Chamber officially kicks off. And right now we have the pre-show on. I have a root beer and a Coke here with me tonight. And past that, I'm going to be strictly on water because it's too many sodas in a day. But I digress. We got a great card for tonight. We have Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. They're going to square off in what should be a real power match. Obviously two former MMA fighters and two of the biggest guys on the roster. And they've fought twice. Now we're going for the rubber match here. And I'm really looking forward to that match. These two beasts can throw each other around all night as far as I'm concerned. And I'll be very excited to watch it. The winner of this match is going to get Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. Bray Wyatt last night on SmackDown laying down the challenge to either Bobby Lashley or Brock Lesnar, whoever wins, that he was going to challenge them at WrestleMania. Very interesting that I would have not thought that Bray Wyatt was going to fight either of the two of them. And I would have 100% picked Brock Lesnar to win the Elimination Chamber. But I do have a theory that maybe we'll see something else. But we'll talk about that more in the Bobby Lashley match. We're also going to get Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley. That is a longtime rival. Legends in Beth Phoenix and Edge going up against the Judgment Day, who's been as hot as any faction has been in professional wrestling over the past month or so. Most of that due to Khan, Prison Dom. Of course, Rey Mysterio's son, Dominic Mysterio, has been fantastic as of late. Right now, they're showing the promo by Ariel Helwani. This was fantastic. If you've not seen it, get onto his Twitter right now and watch this. It's called the LaBelle Province, and it talks about the history of wrestling in Montreal. And if that doesn't get you hyped up for the Elimination Chamber, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what will. But this was a great thing. You can see it on his Twitter, of course. If you're already on our Twitter, I retweeted it earlier so you can see it there as well. So make sure you check that out. They're going through the promo now. It's showing the Montreal screw job. Talks about how the city's much more than just the Montreal screw job that what people remember it. It's about Rick Martel, Ivan Putski, Luna Vachon, Dino Bravo, Ivan Koloff, the Rougeau brothers. So many wrestlers have come from the province there. And of course, it is home to one Sami Zayn, who is going to be in the championship match tonight. We have two Elimination Chamber matches tonight. The first one is going to be for the United States Championship, or one of them is going to be for the United States Championship. I don't know which is going to be first and or second. But you got Austin Theory, who is the current champion, versus Seth Rollins versus Montez Ford versus Damian Priest versus Johnny Gargano versus Bronson Reed. I really like Austin Theory to retain the title in this match. If it was to change hands, I think Montez Ford. If it was to change hands, but I'm going to go with Austin Theory in the Elimination Chamber match. We're going to have the other elimination match is the women's elimination match for a shot at the Raw Women's Championship. That's right, Bianca Belair's title at WrestleMania. That's going to include Asuka, Liv Morgan, Nikki Cross, Raquel Rodriguez, Natalya, and Carmella. Asuka's going to win, and we're going to get Asuka versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania, which should be a phenomenal match that no one will be watching. And, of course, we're going to have the main event, which will feature Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn. We got a couple of comments here. I woke up, Scott, I'm going to tell you right now, I have woke up this morning and I'd been all on that Roman, there's no way in hell Roman was going to lose tonight. I woke up and the air was a little different. I think we'll still have Roman Reigns and Cody for the title at WrestleMania. I don't think that's going to change. However, I don't think Roman Reigns continuing the streak up until then is the most important thing. I think the most important thing right now might be to let Sami have 2 nights with the title, and maybe next Monday or the following Monday on Raw or SmackDown, we will get the rematch and Roman will take the belts back. And there is where Sami Zayn will be screwed over by Jey Uso, and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will then fight for the tag team titles at WrestleMania. I was pretty sure that was going to happen at Elimination Chamber. But then I watched SmackDown from last night, and when I watched SmackDown from last night, I realized this might be too big of a moment for WWE to pass up. If Sami Zayn won this in Montreal, he can lose it Monday night on Raw. Nobody will care. Sami Zayn's run is not going to be a super long run or anything like that. He just needs to win the title. And the Bloodline story was so good that I think it would be only fitting that Sami Zayn was the one to defeat Roman. And there can be all kinds of controversy in it. That doesn't matter. I think they just need that feel-good moment at the end of the show. But I do predict next week, Sami Zayn will lose that title really, really quick. They could even open up the show with Roman and Paul and have an immediate rematch. And then it just kicks off WrestleMania season right then and there. And then we can move on to Cody versus Roman and the rightful main event of WrestleMania being wrestling royalty versus wrestling bloodline royalty, and have that main event. So I think we're all wanting to see Sami. After SmackDown, I just don't know that they're not going to let it happen. Big Easy's House of Pops, is he going to do it? Will it happen tonight? Yeah, I'm putting my chips on the table. I might be wrong. I might be a homer for Sami Zayn. But I think there's a strong shot that this happens. If not, it's going to be a Montreal screw job all over again. If Roman wins, it's going to be the dirtiest way he could lose imaginable. And again, it would have something to do with Jey. That it would have Jey Uso screwing over Sami Zayn. Just in, that could work. I would like to see Jey stay loyal to Sami and break away from the bloodline and start a solo run. He could definitely do a solo run, but I don't think they're going to go anywhere without being a tag team. Unfortunately, I think the Usos are going to be so synonymous with one another moving forward for the rest of their careers. They could very well be like the Hardy Boys. One of them might break away for a small title, but ultimately, I think everyone's going to care more about them as they're together. I just think the bloodline's going to stay strong. And maybe as we see Roman go to part time, we'll see someone else step up in the bloodline. But I don't expect that faction to go away anytime soon. And even after a loss to Cody at WrestleMania, because I can't imagine after WrestleMania Roman will have any title. Um, and we'll see where that goes. But I hope it does. We'll see what happens tonight, right? So just got report in from from Matthew Epperson. Some late breaking news here, folks. He had just heard a report that says Vince McMahon has major input into Roman Reigns' match tonight. That being said, if Vince is calling this match, Roman Reigns is going over. And he might go over in a clear fashion. And it might be a very one-sided deal if Vince McMahon is in control of this match tonight. So let's hope that's not the case. And yeah, I think we all have a collective sigh there, Scott. We'll all just, everybody take a deep breath. Let it all out. It'll be over soon. Vince will get his $9 billion for the WWE, said no one ever. There's no way he's going to get $9 billion for this company. $5 billion I could see happening by Disney, maybe Comcast, but that's about it. I don't see this $9 billion tag that he's putting on it is going to work unless WrestleMania just hits all kinds of money records. If WrestleMania is huge, the sale could go down directly after WrestleMania. I could see him maybe getting that kind of money, but man, WrestleMania would have to have a hell of a gate. It would have to have new subscribers coming into Peacock. And, I mean, he would have to blow it out of the park. All right. So they're talking about the men's elimination chamber match again. Montez Ford, Damian Priest, Bronson Reed, Johnny Gargano, Seth Rollins, and Austin Theory. I like all these guys. Who are you projecting? Chat, let us know, who are you projecting to walk out with the United States title tonight? Yeah, I think a lot of people had been in the very similar situation there, Scott. Um, it definitely picked up quite a bit, and AEW went directly to the back burner once Triple H took charge. And I don't think there's any disrespect to Vince at all. Uh, Vince has done wonders for the company. And if he's negotiating a deal, that's who I would want negotiating the deal for the company. I don't want Triple H negotiating that deal. I don't want Steph. I don't want Nick Khan. I don't want any of them negotiating those deals. What I would like is to have Vince McMahon heading the company. Just stay out of creative. You built a great product that has got us to this point. We don't need anything else. Triple H and his team stays on creative. Vince heads up the company, sells it, don't sell it. It doesn't matter. Negotiate the TV deals, negotiate the money, negotiate the rights. It's his job to do that, and there's nobody better than Vince McMahon who can get the money for WWE. And I don't think anybody would deny that. Scott, I'm right there with you. I really like Theory too. He has had a great run. And yeah, I think Theory's walking out with the title because I think it's going to be Theory and John Cena at WrestleMania this year. and it probably will be for the United States title. I hope it's not one of those an open challenge. I hope they give us some notice so they can have a nice build, because the build up between Austin Theory and John Cena could be really, really phenomenal. I agree. Yeah, the Vince McMahon's a really a sad story, but it doesn't have to be. He's perfect in the position he's in now. Let him be head of the board. He could come out every once in a while. That's okay. But as long as he's not in control of creative, nobody should be worried about where he's at. um, I would like to see him go ahead and get inducted. I would like to see Vince get in the Hall of Fame with any luck. Oh, I would love it if Austin Theory squashed John Cena at WrestleMania, but I don't think that's going to be the case. It should be a great match, but anytime we can see John Cena get completely squashed, I'm in on that. So they're running the next series of the WWE on A&E, and they're going to talk about the rivals like Stone Cold and Bret Hart, Batista and Triple H, Brock and Roman, The Rock and John Cena. I know last year the rival segments were fantastic. I love the rivals. I love the the background they did on some of the wrestlers like Rowdy Piper and all those. Those were phenomenal shows as well. Got a Toyota Crown commercial on Peacock right now. The Crown's going to be a new car coming out for the Toyota lineup. You can always contact me if that's a vehicle that you were looking to get. I would be more than happy to help you with that. Again, you can just look up Dwight Couch, the car nerd, on social medias. It'll bring you right to me. You can just type my name into Google. I will come up. Me and Dwight Howard are the two that comes up when you type in Dwight Couch. But if you type in car nerd behind it, it will take you directly to my info, and I can help you get a new or pre-owned car. I don't have no sponsors for the show, folks. I have to do it myself. So we are a little and under 15 minutes to the start of the Elimination Chamber. We are up and running. I thought I would drop the green screen tonight, get a nice Elimination Chamber background going on. That Megan movie looks really creepy. They're showing a yeah, showing a preview. That's coming to Peacock in February. So Scott's up in Canada, so you all watch it on S Now. Oh, so you don't see the same ads. Well, that's okay. Uh, you all probably get better ads. I've always found that the United States always tends to have more conservative ads and not as rambunctious or as funny. And I've really always liked the ads you see in other countries. There was actually a really good Toyota Corolla ad that ran in Canada, and it was a dad and his daughter sitting out on the steps, and it was really funny. And the dad and the daughter sitting on the steps, and the daughter's real nervous about the dad meeting her date, and a car pulls up. He sees that it's a Toyota Corolla, and he's like, "Oh, no, I don't need to meet him. That's good enough." And so he goes back inside. She hops in the car and gets into it, and there's another girl driving the car. And so that was back in the day when the Corolla, I think it was back in 2007. I thought that was a very clever commercial. And the Helix commercials down in Australia were always fantastic. They were, you can see a lot of those on the top 50 commercial programs. You can see both of those were rated in the top 50 a couple of years ago of all time TV commercials and ads. So they're showing an ad right now for Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. Should be a great fight. Everything they've done so far, I could watch these two go at it forever. Really excited to see who's going to win, knowing that Bray Wyatt is waiting for WrestleMania. Mixed tag match: Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley. That should be a really good match. Rhea should be very dominant in this match, I think, and get the win. I think Rhea Ripley will get the win for the team. Then they got the Women's Elimination Chamber: Raquel, Asuka, Liv, Nikki Cross, Carmella, and Natalia. And then, of course, the main event, the one we're all watching for. What is in the air tonight is a possible victory for Sami Zayn. Please let Sami be the one to do this. But Sami versus Roman tonight as the main event, with Cody Rhodes waiting in the wings for WrestleMania. You know, I love the Bloodline storyline. So they're doing their wrap up for it. I've loved the Bloodline story, and it's amazing what it has accomplished. And I really hate it for Cody because it came at such a inopportune time to have such a fantastic story come out of this, and Cody possibly get the brunt to where it's not going to be all about him moving into WrestleMania. Um, it hasn't been this convoluted since Daniel Bryan and Triple H and Batista, and you had that mess there. We could see something very similar to that for this WrestleMania too. So I don't want it to be a triple threat at WrestleMania, but it's always a possibility. Also, very excited to see what KO is going to do tonight and what effect he's going to have. Scott loves Rhea and hates her all at the same time. I think that is what she's intending to do. And yeah. I mean, her and Charlotte at WrestleMania, to me, that deserves to be the night one main event. As soon as they announced it, I don't see how you could possibly have Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley and not have it as a main event at WrestleMania. That would really blow my mind if it's not the last match on night one. Of course, she is a badass, and of course, it is a cheap shot. Hitting men, knowing that she can't be hit back. But you play to the cards you were dealt, right? So they're showing where Sami Zayn's taking the steel chair. Owens is wrapped in the ropes from the Royal Rumble. And then the crowd just loses it when he nails Roman. It's so good. So good and so great. Absolutely. Absolutely. But you know what that means? They got you right there. Yeah, it was a huge pop. Huge pop for Sami Zayn. Did you watch SmackDown last night, Scott? It was it was amazing the pop that he got last night. I mean, I haven't seen that for someone who's not, retiring or anything like that. Yeah, Edge's return was pretty damn loud too. Sammy got in the ring. Of course, the crowd wouldn't let him have control. They were doing the Olay chants and singing to his song, and then you deserve it. But the fact that the man was legitimately crying, returning to his hometown and getting that kind of an ovation, um, no matter what happens tonight, Sami Zayn's won. This storyline will go down as one of the best storylines in professional wrestling. And so Sami Zayn has he really has. He'll go down in the history not only because of all the other stuff that he's done, but in particular this storyline being so great. And the Bloodline storyline was awesome, but Sami Zayn just notched it up a whole nother level. And they're showing last night. Oh. Like I said in the video earlier, he is he's not the champion the WWE wants to see because yeah, he might move some merch, but it's not going to be the profitability that they particularly want, but he's the champion that professional wrestling needs right now. Could be on par with Taker and Kane. Always enjoy seeing those two square off. Sorry if the internet's choking in and out here. All right, so we got Ariel Helwani is on the panel right now for the pre-show. We are less than 4 minutes away from the Elimination Chamber starting. We are at 3:30. Elimination Chamber panel, of course, is Kayla, Kevin, Wade Barrett, and Scott Rosenberg or Peter Rosenberg. And like I said, Ariel Helwani has joined them on the panel to talk about it. Him being from Montreal. All right, so we are under 3 minutes away. All right, so we are just moments away, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, just making sure we share the stream with as many people as possible as the Elimination Chamber is getting ready to kick off. They took my counter away at the bottom of the screen. Damn it. All right, so kickoff panel is wrapping up. So we're checking some social media, see Conman167. If y'all have not checked out his YouTube channel, really good channel. He is live at Elimination Chamber. He had tweeted, Sammy wins or we riot. There you can hear the crowd right now going nuts. All right, so the pre-show is over. Sami Zayn just tweeted, Sammy for Syria. That's SAMIFORSYRARIA.com. If anyone wants to donate to that or check that out. All right, so we're into the early promo then. Now and forever. I actually really like the video package they got with John Cena narrating behind it. I think that was a really good package by the WWE. I hope they stick with that one for a while. All right, so we got some headlights going out into a desert. Uh, the lights of Hollywood off in the distance. But one thing is setting in the path, and that is the Elimination Chamber. Talk about how cold and bitter and unforgiving the steel confines of the Elimination Chamber are. Icicle hanging from the ring ropes. Picture it, Sicily, 1962. Let me know in the comments below, who are you predicting wins the United States Championship tonight? Let me know what woman you think will be heading to WrestleMania to fight Bianca Belair. Let me know who Bray Wyatt will be fighting at WrestleMania. Is it going to be Brock Lesnar or Bobby Lashley? And then finally, well, no, you got to let me know on Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor as well. But then finally, let me know Sami Zayn or Roman Reigns, who walks out tonight. Does the Montreal crowd celebrate and tear down the arena? Or does the Montreal crowd completely destroy the arena because they're upset? We shall find out soon. It's kind of weird looking down at your phone, seeing yourself on. So, anyways, so still playing the chamber music, blocking the path on the road to WrestleMania. I really like the Evil Asuka. I thought that was a fantastic debut at the Royal Rumble. Removing the mask and having the evil clown makeup going on. So I really think Asuka's going to win that match. And her and Belair could very well steal the show at WrestleMania. So the WrestleMania sign looms in the background. The Elimination Chamber is on the ground or in the air above the ring. C4 or C2 or some sort of explosive energy drink is the sponsor for this year's Elimination Chamber, and the Montreal crowd is going nuts. There are signs all over the arena, which I'm glad to see. I don't think enough people bring signs to wrestling events anymore. But there are signs littered throughout. Corey Graves and Michael Cole are on commentary. Of course, they've mentioned the Montreal Screwjob in the opening package, and now Michael Cole and Corey Graves have just talked about the Montreal Screwjob again, which leads to my original assessment that we're going to get a Screwjob of some sorts tonight. All right, so we're starting. They are lowering the chamber It is going to be the women's elimination chamber to kick things off, and I'm pretty stoked. I think this is going to be an all right match. Oh, so we'll have about 30 minutes of entrances here. All right, folks. So who you got? Who you got, chat? Let us know who do you have in the women's elimination chamber match coming out on top. The first entrant is going to be Asuka. She's got that lion kabuki mask on, which is really creepy in itself. Good night. Love you. All right. Oh, good night. Love you.
Get in here.
Good night. Hey, Chris, what's going on, man? Oh yeah, that's just how we roll, man. That's just how we roll. No, Wendy, and Ava were at the door. Ava begging to come in here and watch wrestling, but it's bedtime, so she has to go lay down and watch her TV shows and a lot of YouTube, I'm sure. So Scott's in on Asuka taking it. I 100% agree with that. So next out is Carmella. Carmella making her way out to the ring. She could win. They always give her a pretty big push. Um, she was her title run was actually really good. She's really good on the mic, and she could definitely walk out of here with the win and go on to a big WrestleMania match. She's getting in Asuka's face. Asuka's locked up in the chamber and getting in Asuka's face, kind of taunting her a little bit. All right, Carmella is locked in the chamber. Raquel Rodriguez on her way out. This should be a good showing for Raquel. She should be able to do quite a bit of damage tonight. She's had a great career, a very fast tracked career, being such a large, powerful woman as Raquel Rodriguez is. I wish she wouldn't do all the smiling stuff. Um, obviously she's a really prom athlete. She should be a little more aggressive, I think. I don't like all the smiling and all that. They really should just have her as a heel. Um, she'd be really made out for that part. I could see her and Rhea Ripley, tearing up the women's division in the next 2 to 3 years. They could go down as a great rivalry between the two. Raquel and Charlotte would probably be fantastic as well. All right, Nikki Cross on the way out. I'm really glad they dropped the Nikki ASH, almost a superhero gimmick. I like Nikki Cross. I like the dark, demented, and she's looking up at the top of the chamber, going by all the three other participants, kind of teasing them a little bit. Carmella does not look interested. Her and Asuka look like they're going to really relate here for a second. Yeah, I don't think she wants any part of Rodriguez at all. So Nikki is getting in her chamber. So that will be the four pods. So that is going to leave Natalia as one of the starters. And I've already forgotten who the other participant was. Natalia's got a cool jacket on, giving some glasses to the side, kind of a tribute to Bret Hart. That's pretty cool. Nikki Cross sitting down crisscross and kind of rocking back and forth, a little mankind esque going on. I really wish they'd bring back Sanity. I thought that was a cool group. That's how Nikki Cross got her start. Um, so Natalia's going to start out against the other person who I can't remember who it is. But we're all going to be surprised together, right? Yeah, I would hate to be in the ring with Oscar. I couldn't that clown get up and that would get to me, I think. Oh, Liv Morgan. So Liv Morgan is going to start out with Natalia. So this should be pretty good. Liv versus Natalia to start out the Elimination Chamber. A couple of Liv Morgan signs up in the arena dancing around. Damn that. Spending quite a bit of time with the entrances for the event, but there's not very many matches. Not very many matches on tonight's card. So you got the two chamber matches, two regular matches, the main event. So they do have plenty of time to milk the entrances and all that good stuff. Um, I enjoyed Liv Morgan's run with the title. I thought it was okay. I'm not over the moon about Liv Morgan like everybody else is. Um, I think there's far better female athletes to be representing the championship. I don't think they have to be on Ronda Rousey all the time. It was nice for Liv Morgan's run, but I don't look for her to repeat or anything anytime soon. So Natalia and Liv starting it off. Natalia showing her pure dominance over Liv Morgan. Nice roll up. Not even a one count into a schoolboy. Got a two. They really should repackage Liv Morgan with Alexa Bliss. They could really do like a dark tag team together. Would be pretty cool. Oh, Natalia, the first person to taste the steel, so to speak, three times in a row, bouncing off the ropes. That's a pretty cool move. Liv kisses her on the cheek before throwing her back down. Nikki Cross excited, clapping excitedly to see all the damage as Nikki Cross. Yeah, I agree. I love the dark Alexa Bliss. I like the creepy Lilith the little doll gimmick where it would talk to her and stuff. I thought that was a really cool gimmick and I enjoyed that. Uh, I think I have a Funko Pop of Alexa Bliss and with the dark Alexa Bliss with Bray Wyatt. So Natalia back in control, throwing Liv into Nikki Cross's pod, which Nikki Cross again is celebrating with her little clappy hands and watching all the destruction around her. Oh, she shoved. Oh, Natalia has shoved Liv's head through one of the squares in the Elimination Chamber. All right, so we are seconds away. One of them is getting ready to open up, and we now have Raquel Rodriguez is making her way into the chamber. She is going directly after Natalia, kind of lumbering in the ring. A lot of Raquel's really good. She's just really green. Uh, she's not bad. She's just very lumbering for someone her size. She's not. She's huge, but she's not. She's not someone that should really be kind of lumbering around the ring. She should still have quite a bit of athleticism to her. All right, so she's got Liv in the corner, throws Natalia on top of her. She's revving up like a bull, rubbing her feet, and goes in for a big splash. A couple of weak throws into the center of the ring. Nice fall away slam by Raquel Rodriguez. That's the best move she's done so far, folks. Big boot to Natalia. That was impressive. That was a good looking move. But she actually showed some speed on that move. Stop smiling. All right, so she's got Natalia in a fireman's carry, rams her into the steel a little bit. Yeah, she is. She is kind of awkward in the ring. Um, you would expect somebody with her kind of athleticism and background to be a little more fluent. But of course, she could be nervous. This is the biggest match of every match of hers. Oh, now that's nice. So Natalia on her back, and she grabs Liv Morgan. Natalia sunset flips and slams Raquel into the chains, which apparently knocked her out. Liv Morgan's down. Natalia's down. We should be ready to open up another cage door any moment. Natalia's the first up. She's got Liv in the center of the ring. I think she might be going for an elimination here. Kick to the stomach. She's got both legs. It looks like she's going to set up for a sharpshooter. Liv catches her leg, bounces her off the rope, flips her over, which Natalia counters very awkwardly. Couple counters back and forth. No elimination. Quick 2 count. And Scott, I'm with you. I like Asuka as well. And I can't wait for her to get in and clean house. All right, Rodriguez kicks out of the count at 2. Natalia's shocked. We are 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The next chamber opening. Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross gets her chance to get in the ring. She's still got her overcoat on. She's took out Natalya, took out Raquel, takes out Liv, got all three in a corner. She's just kind of pinballing off of them. Raquel moved out of the corner a little too early. But she's got Nikki by the hair, going to flip her around. Throws her into the turnbuckle, where she then runs, misses. Raquel's on the side with the shoulder injury as the other three are left in the ring. Nikki throws Natalya out. Liv is up. A couple of kicks to the chest of Nikki Cross, missed with an enziguri. And Nikki Cross throws Liv Morgan out to the side. So three of the women out to one side. Nikki Cross, the only standing woman in the ring. Carmella and Asuka still in the chambers. Liv Morgan launched face first into one of the chamber poles. Nikki Cross still has her entrance jacket on. She is fun to watch. She's a ball of, she has a lot of energy that she compacts into this particular character. I don't think Nikki had the energy that she has with Nikki Cross when she was Nikki Ash. She plays that level of crazy really well. Really, really well. And it is a lot of fun to watch. Corey Graves defending Carmella. So Nikki is looking up at the top of the cage. She is climbing. She is infatuated with the top of the cage tonight. So she is on top of Carmella's pod, looking around. She is finally taking off the jacket that she enters in, swinging it around. You got all three women on the side, flying crossbody off the top, takes out Raquel, Natalya, and Liv Morgan. Carmella looks concerned. Asuka's bouncing back and forth through all the carnage. We have yet to have an elimination, and we only have two more people to enter in the match. Championship match at WrestleMania on the line for these six women. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nikki having some fun waving to someone in the crowd through the chamber. All right, that's it. Carmella has entered the match, quickly going for a cover to Liv Morgan. Kick out at 2, quickly rolls over to Natalya. 2 count as well. No elimination by Carmella. And Nikki Cross appears to be sliding in the ring behind her. As Carmella goes to tease Asuka, she needs to focus on the match. So that leaves Asuka as the last person to enter in. So Nikki Cross has completely creeped Carmella out. She's getting herself back. She put herself back in the Elimination Chamber pod. But I think if she could open it, I think someone else could probably open it and put themselves in there. Or Raquel Rodriguez could just pick you up and slam you into the pod as well. Carmella jumping into Nikki's old pod. That might be enough to take Nikki Cross out. And it was still only a 2 count. No woman eliminated from the match yet. Or, well, no, Michael Cole says that Nikki Cross just got eliminated. Okay, yeah, so it was a 3 count. Our first elimination, Nikki Cross eliminated by Raquel Rodriguez. Sunset flip off the chamber pod to Raquel Rodriguez. She is down. Liv Morgan's down, but Carmella comes in for the cover. And only a 2 count. Only a 2 count. I thought that was a good shot to get rid of Raquel Rodriguez from the match. Asuka is about 5 seconds from making her way into 1-0. And Asuka is in. Asuka is in. I agree with Scott. That is very nice. Asuka laying Carmella out in the corner, having none of it. The crowd is all behind Asuka. You can hear him chanting as Asuka is just posing as a pitcher as she slams Carmella's face into the chains. Good photo op for those in the first row. You know, Asuka reminds me a lot of her wrestling style is a lot like Tajiri. The way she spins around and strikes then strikes with those kicks are amazing. And the fact that she can do it so quick is really nice. Asuka's now got her eyes set on Raquel Rodriguez. She did not eliminate Carmella. Carmella's just simply rolled to the out platform. Oh, Raquel caught the spinning elbow, takes her down with one shoulder block. That was nice. That's how Raquel needs to wrestle. Oh, going for an almost got a standing armbar, got her down. That's a very cool looking move. Kind of like an abdominal stretch, but pulling back in an armbar fashion. Raquel picks her back up, though. Gets her up on her shoulders, British Bulldog style for a power slam, ladies and gentlemen. Going to the corner. Oh, Asuka off. Raquel to the corner, backs out. Asuka kicks to the face. Asuka turns around only to be met by a drop kick to Liv Morgan. And we got a 2 count. Asuka almost eliminated by Liv Morgan. Natalya has Liv, kicks her in the chest, pulls her up for a power bomb. Liv counters, is down on the ground, hits her with a code breaker. Natalya's on the ropes. Liv comes in, hanging on the ropes, kicked by Carmella, on the back. Natalya reverses into a sharpshooter. Almost to the ropes, but not. I think Liv is going to go out to Natalya sharpshooter right here. She is trying to hang on. Natalya has it locked in, center of the ring, putting all the weight down on the small of the back of Liv Morgan. Asuka grabbing Liv's arm, pulling her around, and got her in a butterfly submission. So Liv now has an arm submission and the sharpshooter on, and well, you can't tap. She cannot tap at this point. She has got to be in pain. All right, the ref has called it. Liv Morgan has now been eliminated, a joint venture between Asuka and Natalya. And now we're going to get the two veterans squaring off in the ring. Natalya and Asuka. Nice back and forth going. Natalya going for the sharpshooter on Asuka. Has her rolled over. Natalya eliminated by Carmella. Asuka, Raquel, and Carmella. That's all we have left. Winner goes to WrestleMania Hollywood with the Raw Women's title on the line. All three women are on their feet. Carmella goes after Raquel. Raquel elbows her, goes to Asuka, picks her up with one hand, has her up in the air when Carmella takes her out by the knee. Carmella with a super kick, Asuka with a spinning kick, another super kick, another spinning kick, double pin. Asuka and Carmella both pinned Raquel Rodriguez. She is out of the matchup. That leaves us with two people left in the match. Oh, a super kick. Carmella, 2.5, almost a 3 count right there. Asuka and Carmella, the last two in the ring. Winner goes to WrestleMania to face Bianca Belair. Oh, goes for another super kick. She might as well be on the Young Bucks right now. As many super kicks as Carmella has done in this. Weird roll over. Oh, Asuka's got the butterfly lock on her. Wrapping it up. I think Carmella is done. And that's it. Asuka wins the match and will be heading to WrestleMania against Bianca Belair. Now that is going to be a great WrestleMania match. Bianca Belair and Asuka for the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania. I think that will be a very underrated match going into it. I think it will be a very highly rated match once it's all said and done. Yeah, no, always good to blur them out unless I missed something and they said it in the ring while I was checking some news here. But it does look like I guess I'd missed this during the match, but it did. So already on tonight's WWE Elimination Chamber, shade has been thrown at AEW CEO Tony Khan on the premium live event tonight. A reference to last night's fracas between AEW CEO Tony Khan and Ariel Helwani Shots fired last night on Twitter after the Montreal journalist and lifelong wrestling fan Helwani appeared on WWE SmackDown, and Tony Khan took notice. Taking to Twitter to call Helwani a fraud, the response was particularly icy when Khan again criticized Helwani for bias. So the shade was actually thrown by Peter Rosenberg when he introduced Ariel Helwani. He introduces him as a man who is respected by anyone with any intelligence. And so shade thrown at Tony Khan during the pre-show. There's a really nice meme on here. This post just disappointed Cody. I'm going to steal that, and I'm going to use that. For any time I see a post on Twitter that disappoints. Asuka did it. Asuka wins Elimination Chamber and sets herself up for a championship match at WrestleMania. The biography for WWE Legends tomorrow night is the NWO, followed by the rivals Hogan versus Andre. That should be fantastic TV tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. I think I'm going to have to watch because the NWO one should be fantastic and the Andre versus Hogan should be awesome. Because, you can never get enough Andre the Giant, right? Those who own a Nintendo Switch just know that 30 titles just dropped to 99 cents. All look to be... Okay, so they're all retro games. Dropped to 99 cents. So if you don't do the Nintendo Switch Pass... Bel Air's new season. That's what I'm watching right now. If anyone watching on Peacock, they're showing a commercial for the new Night Court show. If you were a fan of Night Court back in the 80s, I've been very pleased with Night Court and have really enjoyed it, and I'm very shocked. This next show that they're showing is also really good. It's the lie detector lady. Poker Face. That's what the name of it is. But it's really good. Got a lot of really good actors in it. But that lady's a really good actor. And that was a fantastic series. I walked in while my wife was watching it and got very captivated. Had to watch. I didn't watch the first 2 episodes, but I've seen the remaining 2 or 3. All right, so next it looks like we're going to get Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. The winner of this match has to look over their shoulder over the coming weeks going in to WrestleMania against Bray Wyatt. Oh, yeah, Scott, so you totally got to check out Night Court on Peacock. It is really, really good. Dan Fielding's still in it, so John Larroquette reprises that role. But it's a fantastic show. All right, so they're showing the promo package. Cowboy Brock in the ring, calling out Bobby Lashley, or Bobby Who in this case. So I was very shocked on SmackDown when Bray Wyatt came out and just kind of announced, Bobby, Bray, whoever win, or Bobby and Brock, whoever wins, I'll be waiting for you on the road to WrestleMania. Um, so here's what I think is very interesting about this matchup and what we know going forward. I think a lot of people felt the same way, Scott, as far as Brock Lesnar. He was very much just Paul Heyman's wrecking ball, and then he got a little personality, as you say, in the last few months, which I totally agree with. I really like Cowboy Brock. Um, I tell you what, I really like Bobby Lashley too. I've never liked Bobby Lashley. I thought he was really bland up until he got with the Hurt Business. I thought the Hurt Business was a great faction. What I would like to see for WrestleMania is I would like to see Bobby Lashley win this match tonight. And I would like to see Bobby Lashley going into a feud with Bray Wyatt to lead into WrestleMania. I know it's not, I know what you're thinking. It's not the marquee match that you would expect to see on a WrestleMania billboard, but I'll tell you what is. Over the next couple weeks, we can see Bobby Lashley not able to handle Bray Wyatt on his own and have to recruit the Hurt Business. Who's got better Hurt Business than Bobby Lashley and MVP? Bray Wyatt. And I think maybe you can see some of Bray's six come out against Bobby Lashley in the Hurt Business. And that might be good for a WrestleMania card. Or what they're more than likely going to do is take Brock versus Bray and then give Bray the rub of defeating Brock at WrestleMania. Since you couldn't quite get the rub from The Undertaker directly, you could get the rub of the man who defeated The Undertaker at WrestleMania and allowing that rub to go to Bray Wyatt, because now would be a good time for Bray Wyatt to get that stapled WrestleMania win. And what a bigger win than beating Brock Lesnar on the biggest stage of them all. That's arguably, that could be more important than beating, for most, not Roman Reigns, but most championship. A grown man, seriously, named Bobby. Not much that I can argue with it there. That's all right. All our typing sucks from time to time. So we shall see how this one plays out. They're still doing the promo package. I really want Lashley to wind back up with the Hurt Business. And it needs to happen because Bobby had a great, it was the first time that Bobby had some personality. And it's funny, Brock gets his without a manager. Bobby Lashley gets his with a manager. Two huge superstars, two legendary superstars, and then so much polar opposite of each other. Love Bobby Lashley's music. So we got Bobby Lashley's music hitting now. The Almighty is on his way to the ring. I think his graphics that hang out in the arena might be the best. I love the golden storm swirl. Ew. You get behind Bobby Lashley. £273. Bobby Lashley getting some fireworks in the arena. Nice to see. They've upped their budget for Montreal. You know, what a great card. If you're going to go to an event that's sitting in between WrestleMania and Royal Rumble, So many times the middle pay-per-view kind of gets the shaft. Like Fastlane was horrible. That middle pay-per-view just doesn't get some good matches. But tonight we got a really good card. The women's elimination chamber was all right. This is a big field match. This is what I honestly thought was going to be a WrestleMania match, was going to be Bobby and Brock. So Lesnar's music is hit. The crowd is on their feet and going nuts. Got some of the 80 laser lights going on in the background. Brock's got his faux hawk man bun going on. £286. He's got the weight on Bobby. Got the weight on Bobby by about 13 pounds. Hey, Mark, how's it going, my man? Good to see you. Thank you for jumping on. I'm glad you were able to join us. You've missed the women's elimination chamber match, which was, it was okay. It was not a technical masterpiece by any form of the imagination, but it was good. Nikki Cross was fantastic in it, but Asuka walked out of that the winner and going on to face Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. Match 2 of the night, just starting, hasn't even rung the bell yet. And we're getting ready to see Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. So more importantly, my man, how are you doing? What's going on? Anything exciting to report to us? And who do you got tonight, Roman or Sammy? Yeah, Scott, I'm a big fan. I love the Elimination Chamber too. I like the structure. I like the idea of it. And it ultimately it's like a kind of like a pay-per-view countdown. You got the Rumble from the 30, and then you go down to the 6 in the Elimination Chamber. And so I kind of like the countdown theme they have with both pay-per-views going in. Oh, fantastic. At Disney World. Love Disney. We're going to be planning a trip to Disney. My daughter is 6, and we think it could be a good age now or next year. In the next couple of years, we plan on going. Have you gotten to go to the Star Wars Batuu? Have you been to Batuu yet? I've not been there, and I can't wait to go and see the Millennium Falcon and all the cool Star Wars shit. Oh, nice spear by Bobby Lashley. Almost a 3 count right off the bat. Brock is reeling. Looks like he's having some trouble breathing. Bobby Lashley is primed and ready, going for another spear. Lesnar getting up to his feet, getting ready to turn around. Bobby running, charging. A second spear takes Brock down. He's waiting for Brock to get up. He is going for the hurt lock right off the bat. They probably won't let Sammy win, but they need to let Sammy win. I woke up this morning. Last night I went to sleep thinking that it was a surefire Roman Reigns victory. Then I watched SmackDown, and I'm really thinking maybe they let Sami Zayn win for the night. And Monday night on Raw, he loses the title, or Friday night on SmackDown, he loses the title right back to Roman. And then we get Cody and Roman, and we get a good blow-off. Brock reverses it into an F5, both men down on the ground, but we'll talk more about that during the main event. So far, a nice hard hitting, 2 spears, and a hurt lock into an F5. I've always enjoyed, they could do it by disqualification. That's not what I've always enjoyed, but I could see that happening, Mark. Anyways, it's going to be real screwy. They're in Montreal. They're hyping up the screw job already. A second F5. So we've had 2 spears, a hurt lock, and 2 F5s in this match. So 5 moves, 3 close pins, and both men down on the ground. You know, I've always enjoyed to see the two big guys go in it. In boxing, I always love to see the heavyweights. I know the featherweights and the middleweights were a lot more fun to watch, but I always enjoyed the heavyweights. I love the 4 or 5 hits that are just so much more strength behind them than 10 hits that are just kind of quick and jabby. A third spear, 3 spears, 2 F5s, and 1 hurt lock. And this has been a fantastic match. This has been the match of the night so far. You're right. If Sami Zayn was to win here, it could cleanse the bad mojo from the Montreal screw job. Like I said, this might be more of a pro wrestling thing, is why they need Sami to win, versus a WWE money thing. Because obviously the money is for Roman Reigns, but the professional wrestling aspect of it could be Sami Zayn. So another hurt lock. Bobby's got Brock down. Brock's got his hand up still, but he's fading fast, turning red. Kind of looks like that sword on his chest is stabbing him in the neck as his head's down. Brock Popeyeing out of this thing. He's eating his spinach because he is hulking up, ladies and gentlemen. Bobby won't let go. Oh, a kick to the balls. Low blow by Brock Lesnar. The ref called it. The ref has called the match. The winner is going to be Bobby Lashley. Brock is furious. I did not see this going down like this. Oh, Brock has the referee by the neck, picks him up for an F5. Referee down. Brock Lesnar will be suspended. He will not be wrestling at WrestleMania. I call it right now. It was probably a good way to write Brock off TV without him taking an L, or a true L, because he's got Bobby up. F5, Bobby Lashley down on the ground. Brock's going to leave. And can we see an appearance by Bray Wyatt in a moment? Not the way I expected this match to end at all. So Brock has kicked Lashley out of the ring. He's going to destroy the announce table, obviously with the body of Bobby Lashley. Takes the tablets, throws them more in the way than they would have been. Up for the F5. Through the table, Bobby Lashley. And there we go. I don't know how you're going to have WrestleMania Hollywood without some sort of appearance by Brock. Oh, now he pulls the ref out. He's going to give a second F5 to the ref onto the fallen table. Huh. I'm genuinely stunned. Bobby Lashley, for anyone just joining us, Bobby Lashley had Brock in a hurt lock. This was the second hurt lock of the match. Brock was having a hard time. He was going to fade. So he would, in a fit of desperation, Brock Lesnar kicks behind him, low blow to Bobby Lashley. Winner of the match, Bobby Lashley, via disqualification. Continues to F5 Bobby Lashley around the ring and through the announce table. Could be a heel turn, could go back to a little bit of a darker Brock. Could be if you notice, Michael Cole did say something about there's not a human being scarier than Brock Lesnar on the planet. I didn't catch that. A much darker brook. He's going to turn into a stream running through the meadow. Uh, so maybe they'll still set up for Brock Lesnar versus Bray Wyatt, considering how that ended. WrestleMania commercials. WrestleMania goes Hollywood commercials are back. We just seen Seth Rollins getting into an elevator. He turns around. His face is painted like the Joker. He's in a yellow suit. He's on the stairs dancing to his music. That is fantastic. That is the best WrestleMania goes to Hollywood commercial, period. Out of all the other ones they've done in the past, this is just the first one we're getting for this season. We will do a complete breakdown of this commercial in a future video this week, so stay tuned because that is fantastic. Becky Lynch's Batman is hilarious. Off to the man cave. That's hilarious. That was a good commercial. I like that one. I'm going to have to find that. That's great. That is great. What a good job. Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins are two of the most entertaining people, uh, period. So we're getting a commercial for WWE 2K13. Yeah, I totally agree, Scott. That was awesome. Bad Bunny, a downloadable character. I think that's really cool. I did pre-order the WWE 2K23. It's going to be a game I want to stream on here. Having some wrestling centric views on the Powerbomb Nation, I thought WWE 2K23 looked like a great game to get back into the wrestling game genre. It's been years since I've really dug into one, but I looked to dig into that one here on the channel. So stay tuned. Make sure you like, subscribe, and get ready because I will be streaming WWE 2K23 starting next month. By the pre-order, I was able to get it 3 days earlier. And so, yeah, there we have it. We're going to be streaming WWE 2K23 starting the middle of next month. I'm sure I won't be able to do it on the 14th because I'll have to download it. Again, they're showing the Megan commercials, and that's a creepy looking show. Never realized they remade Magnum PI, but they're showing the commercials there for the new Magnum PI movie. So we are awaiting the Peacock Network to get off commercial break so we can go back to wrestling. I would assume that our next match will probably be Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor. I kind of assume this is probably going to culminate in Finn Balor versus Edge at WrestleMania this year. Maybe Brood versus Demon as well. We could get the Edge. Oh, that's not fair. I'm highly disappointed. I get a stupid Megan commercial. Nah, we did get the Seth Rollins thing, so that was cool. But you got a Cody promo packet. I would have much rather seen Cody Rhodes than what I'm watching right now. Some soccer commercial. I don't care for soccer. It's a great sport, and I watched like the first soccer game I ever watched in my life with the World Cup going on. It was a really good game, but not a big fan. Another Night Court commercial. No commercials there for Scott. I wish we still had the WWE Network. Now, I pay less having it on Peacock. You know, I pay half the price I paid for the WWE Network. But I was kind of cool with that. UFC Hall of Famer George St. Pierre with Ariel Helwani, combat sports journalist. If y'all don't know who that is, follow him on Twitter. Great follow, very smart individual, has some really good columns. I've read quite a few. Psycho in My Head by Skillet is the official theme song for the Elimination Chamber. All right, and here we go. It is the mixed tag team match. Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley. I think the most interesting storyline between Judgment Day and Edge so far has really been since they reintroduced Beth Phoenix into the mix. I think it's really been Beth Phoenix or Edge grabbing Beth Phoenix's ass on the entrances or while they're standing in the ramp. So I'd be interested to see on the way down if that happens again, because he's made it a point. He got called out on Twitter, and when they were standing at the ring when she first came back, and then he's done it in 2 entrances. So I'd be very interested to see if he does it on the way down to the ramp. So we'll make sure that we look forward to that and see if Edge is going to grab Beth's ass on the way out. It's part of a sports package here called Sportsnet Now. I got it for the NHL games, but they do the WWE as well. Oh, don't worry about the Caps, man. No big deal at all. Oh, that's pretty cool. You know, being able to get the WWE in on a sporting app like that. I know there's a lot more flexibility. Like in India, I think you get WWE on Disney. You know, with your Disney Plus subscription, you get WWE. I like the Peacock Network. I know a lot of people are up in the air about it, but I think it's great. I love all the shows on. I was a big fan of NBC growing up, so there were a lot of really cool shows. But showing Edge's return at the Rumble, where he completely decimated the Judgment Day. Showing the first interaction between the Glamazon Beth Phoenix and Rhea Ripley. I really like the Judgment Day's entrance. The purple and black's really cool, but I like the music. A lot of people are actually predicting that the match at WrestleMania between Balor and Edge could be a Hell in the Cell match. I'd be really in on that, but I want Brood Edge. I want Edge to have to go to that scary place in his head, and then I want Balor to be the demon, because I think on a Hollywood stage, and you put that in a Hell in the Cell, that would be a match that, again, there's WrestleMania has the potential to be a very stacked card. It could be a very, very stacked card. The Judgment Day's music has hit. I love their Lord of the Ring esque little silhouette people that come up in the opening graphics with the Judgment Day scales hanging off the bottom of the sword. We got Balor, Ripley, and Dom. Damian Priest not with them, as Damian Priest is getting ready, I'm sure, for the Elimination Chamber match. Finn Balor has a weird Squid Game-esque type mask on. Dude, I would love to see Christian back in the WWE. But ultimately, yeah, you're right. It unfortunately will not happen. Uh, Dominic has been the shining part of the Judgment Day, and especially with this condom, you know, prison Dominic gimmick that he's got going on. With Rhea Ripley, they play well off each other. I've seen someone on Twitter say they had no chemistry together, but I think that's just the opposite. I think Rhea and Dominic play well off of each other. And it is exactly what Dominic needed. He could have a great solo run with Rhea Ripley in his corner, because he could get a title. If they were to throw the, yeah, 3 hours in jail, absolutely. But if they could throw a title like the U.S. title after WrestleMania, maybe give Dom the U.S. title and have him as that chicken shit heel that just kind of runs from everybody. He draws so much heat. It'd be fantastic. I really hope to see him and Ray, maybe in a retirement match, mask versus job or something like that on the line at WrestleMania. It has been very well played with Dominic, I thought, as well there, Scott. All right, so Edge's music has hit. Beth Phoenix is beelining straight for the ring, it looked like, maybe leaving Edge as he runs to the left side of the stage. The Montreal crowd is firmly behind Edge, singing his theme song. And there it was. He did. Edge slapped Beth Phoenix on the ass yet again. So is that going to be their thing moving forward? Kind of a fun little husband and wife thing to do right there for them, I'm sure. So yeah, I've really enjoyed Edge and Beth Phoenix at that point. So Beth Phoenix has a very similar outfit to Edge's trench coat, except hers is sleeveless, which makes her look a hell of a lot more intimidating out of the two. I will get that gnat before we go off the air. So they're talking about the personal rivalry between the Judgment Day and Edge and Beth Phoenix and Rhea Ripley, and talking about how Edge has always wanted to headline main events in Montreal. Really cool. What a great crowd. I know it's not the largest arena in the world. Oh, they threw the jackets and hit Dom with them, and then he slams them on the ground to the outside. Um, Looking at it, not a huge arena, but man, is it packed, and they are on their feet. This is a great wrestling crowd. Montreal, of course, anywhere in Canada is a great wrestling country. Uh, so the crowd finally stopped singing Edge's theme. Edge and Finn are going to start it out, lock up into a headlock. Finn off the ropes, shoulder block to Edge, kind of hulks up in front of Beth Phoenix. Antagonizer turns around, met with hand from Edge, a boot from Edge, back in the corner. Edge is up. He's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 punches that I can see. I'm sure he got the 10th one in the 10. There we go. Tagging in Beth Phoenix. Beth is going in. Edge slings Beth into the corner, gets down on all fours, allows Edge to run and jump off of her back into a flying body. Finn rolls across the ring, tags in Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley smiling as she gets in the ring, staring Beth Phoenix down. The Glamazon versus the Brutal One. Beth Phoenix versus Rhea Ripley. Middle of the ring, square down, shoves back and forth. Couple wrestling lockups. I think we got a little bit of a power struggle going back and forth. No one really asserting the domination here. Rhea Ripley has her in a headlock, but Beth throws her into the ropes, comes back, a clothesline, double shoulder block, but no one moves. Beth is physically impressed until Rhea Ripley put her hand on her forehead. Oh, double clothesline, neither go down. A second double clothesline. Third, not moving each other. They are just wailing each other with forearms after Beth Phoenix said, "Eat this, bitch." Dom's on the apron, kind of consoling Rhea, giving her some advice. I don't know what kind of advice he could possibly be giving Rhea Ripley. Oh, going for a test of strength. This could get really well. We don't see a lot of tests of strengths in professional wrestling, so come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Beth and Rhea, test of strength. Rights are locked up. They're going for their lefts. They're locked up, both in the air. Like two bulls locking horn. Oh, Rhea Ripley has Beth down to one knee. Beth is powering back up. Ripley almost going over, then a kick to the midsection, pulls her in for a pump handle slam. Beth over the back, has her locked up, going for the glam slam. Rhea quickly gets out of that, comes in with an elbow, and then it goes for a clothesline, which is ducked. Beth off the ropes into a shoulder tackle. Rhea is out of the ring. Dominic is on the apron. Beth runs towards him, and he jumps off. On the outside of the ring, Dom is goading Beth into it. She ducks the clothesline from a hidden Rhea Ripley, lands a couple chops, slings Rhea into the steel stairs. Beth Phoenix is on the top ropes. Dominic goes to try to knock her off of it. Can't in time. Does it again. Oh, Beth is down. Edge is off the ropes, running around, chasing Dom around the ring. Dominic runs away completely to the backstage area. Edge stops and comes back down to the ring, not wanting to leave his wife in there alone. But Rhea Ripley is now firmly in control of this match. Beth Phoenix stuck in the Tree of Woe in the corner. Rhea landing several kicks to the midsection. Oh, now Dom's on his way back down. Still think it's kind of cool, even as a heel. If you'll notice Dominic's wrestling pants, they still have the Mysterio side, like the side of Ray's mask, that little design on the side. And again, I've been very impressed with Dominic since going heel and being on the Judgment Day. It's been great for his career. Beth and Rhea carrying this match. They have been the more interesting dynamic here. What a great rollover DDT. Rhea sells like a champ on that. Finn Balor ducks in under the ring. Comes out behind Edge. Pulls Edge off the apron just in time to miss the tag. Hits him with a reverse DDT chop. Kind of hooks up there on the side. I don't know when the hell Finn Balor turned into Hulk Hogan. Rhea Ripley is dominating Beth Phoenix in the middle of the ring right now. So Beth getting a little more offense in. We still have Beth and Rhea in the middle of or in the ring as the legal participants. Beth going up maybe for a superplex. We shall see. Rhea blocks, but Beth's on the top rope, has her arm over. It looks like Beth is going over. And they're both up, and there we go. Suplex from the top rope. Rhea, again, sells like a champ. Didn't care for how long it took him to get up on the ring post, but that's okay. Rhea and Beth really stealing the show for this match so far. This has been fantastic. I would be in on seeing them one-on-one. If Rhea Ripley was not against Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania, I would love to see a one-on-one with Rhea Ripley and Beth Phoenix. They are match up extremely well to each other. All right, so both ladies are down in the ring. Finn Balor goes in and pulls Beth Phoenix back closer to their corner. Beth kicks Rhea into Finn Balor, who then Beth tags in Edge. Edge comes in, hulks up, knocks over Finn Balor. Flapjack. Nope. Some quick offense by both men here. See, Scott agrees with me. They are really great tonight. Edge has Balor in a submission move. Beth Phoenix is in the ring and going to put a sharpshooter on Rhea Ripley. Kind of a modified sharpshooter, but a sharpshooter-ish type deal nonetheless. Rhea is keeping Finn Balor from tapping out. Dominic's trying to get in the ring to distract the ref. Beth lets go. She has a brass knuckles that Finn Balor tried to tried to pass. Rhea has him, hits Edge with the brass knuckles, pulls Balor over on top, rolls out of the ring. 1, 2, 3. Oh. She was supposed to make it there before the ref stopped counting. The ref stopped counting before he got to 3 before anyone was hit. A little late there, Beth, but that's okay. You've done really good the rest of the match. The two ladies are on the outside of the ropes. We got Finn and Edge in the middle of the ring. Balor on top, giving right hands to Edge. He's going up top for the coup de grace. Oh, Beth Phoenix throws Dominic into the ropes, knocking Balor off. Yeah, that ref spot was a bit of a botch. Just a little bit, like a lot. It was a big botch. It was a really blatant, obvious. Brought it down and had to pull his hand back out, and then Beth Phoenix saved Edge. All right, so we got both women. They're going to have power bombs to both men, it looks like. Kind of hilarious to see the glance exchange between Edge and Finn Balor when they're both up there getting ready to be power bombed by their opposite women, and just kind of looked at each other like, "Oh shit, this is getting ready to happen, right?" All 4 participants are down. Dom is the only one up, and he is on the outside of the ring. He's lifted the ring apron. Let's see what he pulls out. You know, the match has been pretty fun. I'm willing to overlook the god-awful botch by the referee on that 3 count because the match has been very, very entertaining. A lot of spots. Dominic is adding a lot to the outside on this match. We got 2 chairs down there. Could be a foreshadowing of an oncoming concerto. So they got Beth Phoenix's head against the stairs. Rhea Ripley with a steel chair misses. And Rhea Ripley's head bounces off the steel chairs, or the steel stairs. Up for the glam slam on the outside of the ring. Down goes Beth Phoenix, slamming Rhea Ripley face first. Edge with the executor. And we may very well, no, Edge off the ropes, going to dive to the outside. Takes out Dom. Finn Balor's in the ring. Edge is getting up. Back in the ring. Edge and Balor are both on their feet. Switchblade. Balor is up. Points the finger guns at Edge. Pulls the trigger. Edge hits the spear. Balor is down. Beth Phoenix behind. Goes for a kind of a 3D-ish move. And Edge and Beth Phoenix win. I'm a little shocked. I thought for sure they were going to let Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor have this match. Edge and Beth Phoenix in Montreal win a tag match. So we'll see where this feud goes into WrestleMania season with Rhea Ripley going on to face Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. Are we going to get Finn Balor and Edge at WrestleMania for the big blow-off? Was this kind of the final straw? What do you think? Are we going to get any more of the Judgment Day and Edge moving forward? Good point by Matthew Epperson. Not in the chat here, but he just texted me. That he asked if that was Edge and Beth just used FTR's finishing move. That's very likely. They're neighbors. Uh, they're neighbors in North Carolina or South Carolina, wherever the hell they live. Because Beth has or Edge has actually mentioned them on Raw, not by name. It would be nice if FTR was to return to the WWE, but it looks like Finn Balor and Edge exchanging some words, so I'm sure we're going to get a blow off at WrestleMania. It's only right. It's a long term story. I would like to see the final one on one match to put it to bed. So we're getting a replica title commercial. 40% off site wide tonight. That 40% is pretty good. That would be a great time to go in there and snag one of those good looking title belts. I hope so, Scott. Finn and Edge at Mania to finish it. I hope so. I hope we get a broody Edge, and I hope we get the Demon. And I'm really cool if they wanted to throw it in Hell in the Cell, and kind of finish it off big time, because we're considering we're not going to get a Hell in the Cell pay-per-view this year. I think Mania could be a spot they could pull in that particular cell and let those two go at it. But it's got to be the Demon and it's got to be the broody Edge. Absolutely. The Demon is that's the one. That's the reason I think I like Finn Balor is I love the Demon persona. I love the paint that he used on the indie scene. I love when he does himself like Spider-Man or Venom. And I really like the way the Demon looks. I think it's really cool. So we are on a commercial break as Peacock runs through its lineup of TV shows. So we got more people joining us tonight so far. We've seen Asuka advance. She will be against Bianca Belair at WrestleMania this year for the Raw Women's title. We've seen Brock Lesnar disqualified. Brock Lesnar disqualified with a low blow as Bobby Lashley had him in the Hurt Lock. So we don't know what's really going to go on there. That looks like a feud that's unfinished, but Bray Wyatt's waiting in the wings for either one of the men for a WrestleMania match. And then we just seen Edge and Beth Phoenix victorious over Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley, which was a shock to me, to say the least. Yes, the Brood entrance was one of the best ever. Absolutely. I loved Gangrel. Where was Bray after he never came out? Nothing ever really happened. But that being said, Bray said he was going to fight the winner of whoever won the match. Bobby Lashley won the match. So we're going to get the master of hurt and pain against the former Hurt Business. Elimination Chamber press conference immediately following the Elimination Chamber tonight. May have to watch that. We may go into overtime here on the PowerBomb Nation, depending on how the main event shakes out. So we'll see how that rolls. All right, so we have one match left. They got Roman and Paul in the background. They got all these C4 energy drinks that will absolutely kill your kidneys, folks. These are horrible energy drinks. I've had one. They don't taste very good. At least I don't think so. Paul Heyman's a sneaky bastard. Sneaky, sneaky bastard. All right. So still to come, the main event, Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn. But before we get to that, we should have one more steel structure to go through, and that would be for the United States Championship, as the Elimination Chamber is around the ring yet again. The bell rings, and folks, the United States title shall be on the line shortly. Let's see who comes out first. Let's see who the four in the ring is going to be and who's going to start it out. Let us know right now in the comments below who you got. I got Austin Theory. I want to know who each of you all think is walking out with the United States title tonight. I like to stay 10 seconds ahead of everybody, Matt. It's just the way I try to roll in life. A little bit in the future so I never get left in the past. All right, so they're breaking down the rules. A-Town down. Austin Theory, the champion, heading to the ring, will not be starting the Elimination Chamber match, which is good. You know, you would think as the champion, you should always be able to be in a pod. You know, that should be you should actually be the last one out of the pod. That should be a rule in the Elimination Chamber. Theory will win, but I bet Ford has a big run of it. I'm willing to bet you're right, Matt. I think Theory, he's going to start the match and then win it all. Well, you were so close, Scott. He's probably still got a chance to win the match, but he kind of started it. You know, he's the first one out, so he really started the match. Just not going to be in the first two in. So Austin Theory in. I think Austin Theory is going to win. I think Montez Ford would be my dark horse, or Bronson Reed. If I was to pick two people that may win outside of Austin Theory, it would be Bronson Reed and or Montez Ford. But ultimately, I think Austin Theory's walking out because him and John Cena for the U.S. title at WrestleMania has a lot of weight. And it could solidify Austin Theory if he was to defeat John Cena on the grandest stage for them all, for a title that John Cena elevated to an ungodly level. It could elevate Austin Theory's career, and he would be written down in the annals of history of one of the greatest U.S. champions of all time. But speak of the devil, we want the smoke because Montez Ford is on the way to the ring. I want to see what this guy can do on a solo run. I am very excited to see Montez Ford actually. Yes, I am dressed up in big Sami Zayn fashion. Obviously, I wear the hat all the time, but I do have my Sami shirt on. Last night, I went to bed firmly convinced that Roman Reigns was going to win this match. Tonight, or this morning, I woke up and there's something in the air. I feel something's a little different. And I just don't know. There's some magic. There might be some magic happening in Montreal tonight. Montez Ford. Great outfit. I like the different look for Montez Ford coming out with the crown. I like the get up going on. This dude's got superstar written all over him. Once he breaks loose, he's going to be unstoppable. They could let Montez Ford, eventually go for the Intercontinental title. I could see, SummerSlam rolls around. Maybe him and Gunther have a quite the match for the Intercontinental title, and maybe he's one that could dethrone Gunther or Gunther. Sorry. Bronson Reed on his way to the ring. He is a big man. He was the one that I was shocked that when he got released, I didn't understand that. Bronson release. Bronson got released. Bronson Reed, Australian, Samoan, and one big man who's going to make a big impact in the world of professional wrestling, especially in WWE. If not this year, then next year, I need Sammy versus KO at Mania. I've wanted that since it was Steen versus El Generico. I'm with you, Matt. I want Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. WrestleMania 40 in Philly might be the perfect spot for that. Philly could be the right crowd to have that match in front of. And WrestleMania 40, that could be one of their big marquees for that weekend. And that would be the one that I'm hoping that I get to attend, which would be fantastic. So Damian Priest making his way out. Interesting crown, a crown of thorns almost on the head of Damian Priest. So two men have entered with crowns on their head. Montez Ford, Damian Priest. So this should fill up the chambers. So the last two individuals will be the two starting the match. It was a Vince thing. Another reason I like Triple H in control. I like Triple H much more in control as well. I think creative goes a lot better. So we got Johnny Gargano, and I seem to always miss one in each match. So Johnny Gargano will be starting one of these starters for the Elimination Chamber. If it's not Theory versus Cena and Mania, I would be very okay with it being Theory and Priest. That would, pound for pound, that would be a great match. Damian Priest, man, he's come such a long way from when he started wrestling and getting into the shape he's in and the promo style he's in. I really look at Damian Priest after they launched Edge. Yeah, of course, Seth Rollins. Obviously, how could I forget the drip god himself? And here we go, one of the greatest. Oh nope, Johnny Gargano. Got to get Mr. Sad Face out of here. Yeah, Seth Rollins will be the other man. He will be him and Gargano to start things off, which should be fantastic in itself. But yeah, I'd be okay with Theory and Priest at WrestleMania too. What do y'all think? Do y'all like Gargano? I like Gargano. I don't like Gargano in this type of a push. I like Gargano down more at the bottom. I don't know that he needs to be centered around any title, in my opinion. But he's great with Ciampa. I love Gargano in some matches, but I don't know that he needs to be involved in this. What do you all think? They should have had Otis. Otis in the Elimination Chamber. I've never had much for the Maxim male models, but if they get Otis, I'm in. I don't like him, not even a little bit. I understand. I'm right there. Gargano's a hit or miss, but the Drip God himself coming out. Burn it down, ladies and gentlemen. Seth freaking Rollins making his way to the ring. I love this version of Seth Rollins. I can't get enough of it. I love the outlandish outfits. I love the dancing. I thought the boots that he wore to curb stomp the Miz were absolutely phenomenal. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see Seth Rollins and Logan Paul go one-on-one at WrestleMania this year. Um, Matt likes Johnny Gargano and NXT Johnny Gargano. I agree with that. Mark Schaefer picking Seth Rollins for the win. That's a solid, man. That's solid. That's solid. Seth's on a roll. They could very easily throw that strap right back on him. No shame in that pick at all. And no Mario boots. Nope, no Mario boots for Seth Rollins tonight. And this crowd is hot. This is a great, great crowd. I would love to be at this event. They have went on with the music well after it stopped for 2 or 3. They sang Edge's music after it had stopped. The place would go nuts if Chris Jericho walked out and they could sing Judas. All right, so it is 9:42. The elimination match, the final elimination chamber match is starting. Plenty of time for this to go a good 40 minutes. And then allow plenty of time for the main event. A lot of good back and forth between Gargano and Rollins there. That was pretty good going back and forth. You know, they do call him Johnny Wrestling. He's Johnny Wrestling for a reason. He's really good. It's just he's very bland. If Sammy loses, this hot crowd would be a nuclear crowd. Yes, this crowd could be a nuclear crowd if Sami Zayn wins. This arena might just be blowing up, no matter the outcome. They are still singing Seth Rollins' theme song. Rollins and Gargano really good together. Oh, Seth Rollins catching Gargano. Pedigree off the second rope. Gargano reverses, flips Seth over the top. Seth lands on his feet, hits with an elbow. Gargano through the rope, spear to Rollins, who's down. Gargano hit his eyeball. Damian Priest laughing in the chamber. Sammy wins the pop. Might ruin your headphones. You're right. It could blow the speakers. We are seconds away. Another entrant is coming into the Rumble, into the Elimination Chamber. Austin Theory, A-Town Down, the third member. Now, this should be really good. Theory, Rollins, Gargano. If you're going to have a triple threat match, this would be a great triple threat match to have. All right, so Theory getting in the ring. Both the other men are down. Gargano's down on the outside. Rollins is down on the inside. Again, I'm picking Austin Theory. I think Austin Theory will go into WrestleMania with the U.S. title in tow to fight a returning John Cena. I really like the edge Austin Theory has gotten. Oh, head first into the pod. Seth MacArthur. No, Scott MacArthur is really hoping that Jay is going to break away and help Sammy tonight, even if it's holding the other members of the bloodline back. It is possible. We've seen that from Jay, that you don't know really where they're going to lie. They could blow the bloodline completely out of the water. But again, I think you need what's left of the bloodline. I think you need it strong going into WrestleMania, because I think the undertones to Cody versus Roman is really built in Cody Rhodes' theme song when it states about the legacies of professional wrestling families. And the Rhodes versus the Samoans would be a great way to kick that off, or to really bring in the history to a WrestleMania main event. So Austin Theory pinballing off of Gargano and Rollins' fists. Oh, ducks. Rollins catches him with a slap on the back. The crowd is still singing Seth's music. So now, Austin Theory, being the smart man that he is trying to get Gargano to team up with him to take on Rollins. That is true. There was a fist bump shared between Jay and Sammy acknowledged him. Gargano turns on Theory pretty quickly. Theory pulling a Carmella, getting back into the pod. Oh, Seth Rollins opens the side behind him. Pretty good. That was a nice little bit going through. Gargano and Rollins and Austin Theory all locked in the same pod, as Gargano and Rollins give a massive beat down to Austin Theory. So we're down to 2-1, and another chamber pod will be opening up. Who's it going to be? Damian Priest. All right, so another, ooh, wow, what a shoulder block to start things off. Sends Rollins flipping head over heels. He's in, kick to Gargano's little smirky, smiley face, and Damian Priest is asserting himself as the most dominant man in this match right now. Couple nice elbows. Damian Priest over with another. Gargano up for a suplex, throws him over. Falcon Arrow. Oh, going for the pedigree. Damian reverses. Reverse DDT. Damian Priest is a madman. Absolute madman, dominating the chamber thus far. Austin Theory still on the outside. We're waiting for Montez Ford and Bronson Reed to enter the match. Nice flip by Rollins. Great kick. An unprettier by Priest. Pin on Rollins, 1, 2, and kick out right before 3. I'm going to say Bronson Reed's probably going to be the last man in. I say they're going to let Ford come out next, so that way you can have Montez Ford get some action in on the cage and look really good in a singles match. Damian Priest kicks Austin Theory in the face. Nice flip to the outside, landing on Damian Priest. That crowd is still singing Seth Rollins music. We have yet to have our first elimination in here, but we've had 2 people out of the chamber, and the crowd is still singing. Austin Theory with a nice roll in, going into a beautiful drop kick, only to be met by 1 foot of Damian Priest. The crowd is cheering Damian Priest. Suplex rollover by Seth Rollins for a second. Up, turns it into a Falcon Arrow. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, almost a 3 count. Damian Priest kicks out. Still in the match. No elimination so far. We are getting ready to have our 3rd pod open up. I'm going to say it's Montez Ford. Nope, Bronson Reed. So Bronson Reed, the big man, making his way in, completely levels Austin Theory. Oh, chop by Seth Rollins goes nowhere. Bronson Reed grabs both men, slams Gargano down on top of Rollins in an interesting move. Rollins and Gargano both on the shoulders of Bronson Reed. Double fireman's carry, drops them both. Montez Ford looking on, waiting for his chance to get into the match. We are going to have all the participants in the match before the first elimination, I think. Bronson Reed and Damian Priest exchanging blows. You know, it looks like that space outside of the ropes and the chains, that's a fairly small area. It looks like Damian Priest is having a little trouble working. Damian Priest is a big, lanky guy, and it looks like he's having a little trouble working between the between the lines there. The ref's down checking on him. Seems to be fine since the ref has moved away. All right, so we are 10 seconds away from Montez Ford entering the Elimination Chamber. That will be all participants will now be in the ring. Bronson Reed waiting right outside the door. Montez Ford out. Ooh, beautiful kick. Some DX style chops to Bronson Reed. Austin Theory has Montez Ford. Nice spinning. Montez Ford is all about those DX chops tonight. A couple beautiful enziguris. Spine buster, beautiful enough to be attached to one Dwayne Johnson. Oh, he does a little A-Town down. Oh, he pulls off his wristband in an homage to The Rock, throws it towards the chamber. A-Town down. Oh, Bronson Reed meets him before the elbow with a clobbering, whatever you call it. Austin Theory down, tries to pick Bronson Reed up on his shoulders. Almost has him up. Oh, some strength by Theory. Austin has him up. Bronson Reed slides off his back, though, in a counter. Picks him up for a beautiful power slam. Gargano and Bronson Reed now in the middle of the ring, exchanging blows. This should be where Gargano gets eliminated. There's too many men in the match at this point. For those just joining us, there's a gnat that has been around all program. Montez Ford rolls Bronson Reed up. 1, 2, almost a 3 count. All the men are down. Crowd chanting, "This is awesome." This has been a fantastic match so far. We got to have an elimination. We got to have some guys falling off. It's 10 o'clock. We have a few packages that have to wrap up for this main event. Then we have to have the main event. Montez Ford leaps right into the hands of Damian Priest. Looks like he's going for a razor's edge. Not a lot of room to work, but he gets Montez Ford out there. Montez grabs the chains, keeps from going over. Montez Ford climbing the Elimination Chamber. Seth and Priest below him, exchanging blows. Montez Ford going to the top of the chamber, pulling himself up. Oh, drops down like Spider-Man on all participants. And Chris Payton laughs. Oh, the crowd is absolutely losing it. They are on their feet. Another "This is awesome" chant, or "Holy shit," I can't tell. That dude is loving it. It's a "holy shit" chant. Montez Ford with a Spider-Man drop from the top of the chamber onto the other participants. So he has went right for Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed has Montez Ford up in a fireman's carry. Montez Ford backs off, hits him with a super kick. Bronson Reed is not moved. Gargano and Ford, 2 super kicks to the face of Bronson Reed. Seth Rollins joins in, 3 super kicks. Bronson Reed is still on his feet. Gargano takes him down. He bounces up. Seth Rollins with a curb stop. Bronson Reed rolls over. Montez Ford, frog splash from the top rope. 1, 2, 3, our first elimination of the match is Bronson Reed. Montez Ford has had quite the showing tonight. Has looked really good in everything he's done. I got to say, he's been the most polished individual in the structure tonight. The na-na-na-na, hey, 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 goodbye, as Bronson Reed leaves the Elimination Chamber. Gargano and Rollins still working together, have been working together all match. So, yeah, it looks like depending on which platform you're watching us on, if you're watching us on Twitter, YouTube, or Facebook, your chat will look a little differently, as it will not show everyone else's comments. What's in the glass? Root beer. Mug, root beer. And that's it. Nothing mixed with it, nothing more, just some good old-fashioned root beer. So now, finally, Rollins and Gargano. Of course, I did have some Woodford Reserve in there, but it's a long night on the pay-per-view. couldn't get buzzed too early. Might go get one before the main event. We'll see how this shakes out, because I am going to have to refill. Oh my gosh, Seth Rollins on the top of the pod with Gargano up in a powerbomb position. This is why we call it the PowerBomb Nation, ladies. Oh no, they flipped it. Hurricane Rana sends Seth Rollins down on top of Austin Theory and Montez Ford. And it looks like Gargano might have hit his eye on something. The crowd is in disbelief. I'm sure we're going to get another holy shit chant from the crowd. This match has been freaking awesome. I will give this match a solid 5 bombies. That's what I'm going to start calling my rating system is bombies for power bombs. So far, this has been a great match. Best match of the night, easily this far the best match. The other one would have been Edge and the Glamazon versus Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor. So I think Gargano might be busted open. I can't tell. I don't know if he caught his eye coming off of that, if he burned it up. Nope. Super kick to Damian Priest. Gargano has made it a lot longer in this match than I expected. I could have seen Bronson being one of the first eliminated, but I definitely thought Johnny Wrestling would have been one of the first. So Chris is now joining us on YouTube so he can see everyone else's comments and join the full-on conversation. That's why I try to throw them up here on the screen for you folks, so everyone can interact with everyone. Razor's Edge, Gargano's up. Damian Priest goes in for the cover. This should be a 3 count. And Gargano is out of the match. So Bronson Reed and Gargano are out. We have Damian Priest, Montez Ford, Seth Rollins, and Austin Theory as the remaining 4. Make sure everybody subscribes to the PowerBomb Nation. Make sure you check out the audio podcast as well. Everything we do on video, I put over as an audio form on the podcast. Just search PowerBomb Nation on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Ask Alexa, however you listen. That's how you can just ask for PowerBomb Nation, and AI, artificial intelligence, will feed it to your ears. Scott's only drinking Coke, of course. So he can't drink the Coke full force, so he has to dilute it with rum. I understand. Me and my wife do a little rum and pineapple from time to time. It's quite good. A little bit of a foo-foo drink, but pineapple's fantastic. And that Bacardi rum is really good, and it's got a coconut flavor to it. I like bourbons. I can't handle a lot of bourbons because of my throat and stomach issues. So I prefer to drink some margaritas when I do. Wow, what a move by Montez Ford. This could take Damian Priest out, and Damian Priest is eliminated. We are down to Montez Ford, Seth frickin' Rollins, and Austin Theory. Great teamwork by Rollins. Bacardi is garbage rum. Only Appleton Estates. Never had Appleton Estates. I go with whatever I can find a coupon with. So for those who did not catch, last night, me and Chris had recorded episode 2 of Do or Do Not, a Star Wars podcast. I'm currently uploading that onto the audio format, so it'll be available for eardrums tomorrow, but you can go ahead and check it out after you're finished watching this. Montez Ford doing a little conducting with Seth Rollins. I can't believe the crowd is still screaming that music. Seth to the outside. Montez Ford off the ropes. Takes out Austin Theory. Rolls back in the ring. This crowd is absolutely freaking amazing. I am this crowd's going to be, man, this crowd's going to be hard to beat when it comes WrestleMania time. We will see. We will see. Montez Ford on the top rope. Comes down on Theory. Oh, curb stop by Seth Rollins. That's enough. Austin Theory pulls Montez Ford in. We get the 3 count. Montez Ford is out. And we are left with Austin Theory and Seth Rollins. One of these men will hold the United States Championship in hopes to have a WrestleMania match this year and when WrestleMania goes Hollywood. Nice super kick by Rollins. He has him up, running power bomb. Oh, that almost ended. That power bomb almost ended really, really bad. All right, so they're trying to get someone down for Montez Ford. Mark, man, you might have called it. Seth is right there. He's in position. He is in a prime position to walk away with it. I hope Montez Ford is all right. Um, uh, it looks like he might have got his bell rung. I hope Montez Ford is okay. They're helping him out of the ring. This would not be a typical way for someone to exit this match. They did not have to throw up the X sign, so there was no stretcher involved. I think he. Oh shit. Okay, so Seth Rollins trying to divert the attention of the crowd. For those who are not watching, Montez Ford being taken out of the Elimination Chamber when he got to the stairs collapsed down. Uh, we'll see how this plays out. Prayers to Montez Ford, and I hope he is okay. Okay, nope, that was the angle. Okay, so Montez Ford is just fine. That's what allowed them to leave the door open. Seth Rollins in the ring. Logan Paul enters the Elimination Chamber, taking down Seth Rollins. We should have Austin Theory here any second, retaining the United States champion because Logan Paul just curb stomped Seth Rollins. Yeah, there was no X. There was no X. I thought maybe he just rung his bell really well, and that was the case. But it looks like it might have been a setup to leave that door open a little longer. At least let's hope that's the actual case. A-Town down. Austin Theory in 3, 2, 1 retains the United States Championship. And I still have not got the Nat. So there goes. Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins. WrestleMania. Should be one hell of a match. Can't wait to watch that one. So make sure everybody tunes in both nights. Apparently, Seth might get a Nat at WrestleMania. I sure hope he has an easier time with his Nat than I've had with mine tonight. So Austin Theory retains the United States Championship. That leaves us with our final match of the evening, the main event. This crowd is getting ready to absolutely, absolutely lose it. Yeah, I didn't expect a lot out of Logan Paul either. And, I didn't expect a lot out of Bad Bunny. But both of them were really, really good. Logan Paul, much better than Bad Bunny. But Logan Paul, man, he took to professional wrestling in a very similar fashion that Kurt Angle took to it. Just that quick, he picked up on it, and I think Logan Paul is a legit. If he stays doing this, he's a legit star in the world of wrestling because I think he really is that good. He does a fantastic job for the couple of matches that he's done. All right, so we get through these set of commercials. It's showtime, ladies and gentlemen. All kinds of weird stuff happening in the skies right now. While we're waiting on okay, it's just a build up for the Wrestlemania. Um, Still no commercials for Scott. Pretty jealous. Got a Bianca Belair promo package. Uh, yeah, I might just have to turn on a VPN and make my way around the world and see where I can get the best coverage. Very interesting things happening all over the skies in the world nowadays. Some weird holes in someone's view. That's in France right now. It's very, very interesting times we live in. So they are back in the arena. 6 weeks from tonight, WrestleMania, 2 night event, Saturday and Sunday. April the 1st and the 2nd. So it is going to start on April Fool's Day and end the day after April Fool's Day. So the final match of the night, the Elimination Chamber main event, the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, Roman Reigns versus the one, the only, Sami Zayn. Let's see. Checking Twitter to see if any news on Montez Ford. Find out if that was a work or what. All right, so here we go. Maybe the aliens are coming to save us from Trudeau and Biden. That very well could be the case. Come save us from all the politicians. Raj Giri just tweeted out, well, here we go. It's main event time. The most anticipated B-show main event in a long time. I've got Roman after interference from Jay, a post-match beatdown leading to a Sammy-KO reunion. I think he's got a good shot of being spot on. We will see how this plays out. We are up to the chair shot at the Royal Rumble. Jey Uso walking out. I cannot wait to hear how this crowd reacts tonight, seeing how they reacted last night to Sami Zayn. This is going to be insane. So Scott's thinks they're really pushing for a face turn for Jay. We'll see. We will see. The crowd is already with the oh no, it's showing the shots from last night with the Olay chant. What powerful promo last night. Powerful promo. A lot of if Roman wins, we riot sounds. Signs. Roman Reigns out first. The head of the table makes his way to the ring. So at least they know that, that when Sami Zayn comes out, this place is going to erupt. That is a lot of boos. Even I can hear that. I have my volume turned way down so I don't actually record any of it up here. There are a couple in the front row acknowledging the tribal chief. But for the most part, they're solid boos. Even the closed caption says crowd booing raucously. Yes, they hate it. When the closed caption picks up on the fact that they hate you, that's how you know you're really hated. Interesting. They bring up the fact that Ivan Koloff was the man who ended Bruno Sammartino's 8-year run with the WWE Championship, and he was from Montreal. Will a native Montrealan, again stop one of the greatest championship runs in history? We are about to find out. Just Roman and Paul. No Jimmy, no Jay, no Solo. The bloodline is not here. All right, so we're coming to the end of Roman's entrance. So here we go. Let's hear the roof blow off of this place. They're already with the Olay chants. It is getting under Roman's skin as he looks out around the crowd. Still have not caught the gnat. We are 3 hours in, and this gnat has been flying around me all day. Oh, here it goes. Oh, look at there. Goosebumps all over. Oh, 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 oh. Come on, Sammy. Let's go, baby. Even Roman. You could even tell on Roman's face when he looked out for that pop that was. He held a straight face, but you could tell. Biggest match of Sami Zayn's career happens right now. He looks nervous. Sami Zayn taking in the moment. Yeah, right? He does look nervous, Scott. I'm pointing out that those are his people. I may have gotten the. Oh, nope, never mind. Ha! Got him. Right in time for the main event. Got the little 3 hours, 5 minutes, and 2 seconds. And the gnat goes down. Roman Reigns having a little fun with the people that were with Sami Zayn, flaunting the titles a bit there. The gnat is down. The gnat is down. I repeat, the gnat is gone. Yes, I agree. I can enjoy the main event now. So I don't know. I'm assuming maybe that's Sammy's wife at ringside there. I remember that match with him and John Cena was phenomenal, and that they just announced that is his wife. I've got cold chills running up and down my arms, down the back of my neck. The bell is rang. The main event is on. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn, and yes, Roman is a great heel, equal to that of HBK. I would not disagree with that. So here we go, folks. Sammy chants, hairs are standing up across the world as the ultimate underdog fights the ultimate champion, the ultimate God mode, Roman Reigns. Stoic as Roman across the ring. Nothing gets in under his skin. Sammy matching the gaze back to Roman. The crowd on their feet. Roman looking around like he doesn't understand what is going on. This is how a wrestling crowd should act. This is how you are supposed to act in a wrestling event. The Ole chants have started. Michael Cole saying this is one of the most emotional nights in WWE history. Very few times when the stars align, and they have. This has all the earmarkings and could be something special. FU Roman chants breaking out in the Montreal crowd. Sami Zayn can't help but laughed a little bit at that one. You're right. It is the WWE mark, and if anyone's going to screw it up, it's themselves, right? That's how this stuff happens. It is 10:40. They have been Roman's entrance ended at 10:28. It probably took a good 5 minutes. So we have almost been 20 minutes without, and we got the first lockup. Two bulls in the middle of the ring, back and forth, Roman in with the headlock. Crowd's hot. One shoulder tackle, and that crowd is hot. Roman shushing the crowd. Roman slyly waving at Sammy's wife. The FU Roman chants continue as they lock up. Oh, behind Sami Zayn with a good counter. Got him in a headlock, wrenching it in. Roman's doing a great job milking the crowd. Look at Paul Heyman's smug face out here. All three of these men are doing exactly what you should do. The way they're playing off the crowd, playing off each other. Their facial expressions are fantastic. The slow pacing around the ring is really got everybody on edge. Another lockup. Roman's got him in a side headlock. Sammy bounces him off the ropes, throws him the other leapfrog, throws Roman out of the ring. Sami Zayn off the ropes, going for a dive, over the top with a flip, lands on Roman. The crowd is on their feet. So I wonder how long before they actually get Sammy's wife involved or something happens along those lines there, because they are really putting a big emphasis on that. Sammy's up in the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 25, 26. Oh, nice elbow off the top. Underutilized move. Quick 1 count. Jay will be out very, very soon. 10:44. So we probably got a good 12 minutes of match. Oh, nice. Nice uppercut by Roman when Sammy came off the ropes. Like the shirt in the front row, Roman sucks. All right, so the crowd getting behind Sammy, trying to get him to hook up here. Paul Heyman's got his fat little face and his fat little hands walrusing on the outside. Sammy's aimed with a chop. Roman completely unaffected. Right hand lays Sammy back down to the mat. Roman calling out the crowd, saying, I've been thinking about this all week, and that's all you got are a couple Sammy chants. Sammy on offense, a couple chops, has Roman reeling. Another right hand lays Sammy out. Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman are too good together. Too good together. I would have never thought it was possible for Paul Heyman to do a better job with anybody than what he did with Brock Lesnar. But what he has done with Roman Reigns is absolutely amazing. His work with Roman Reigns is hilarious and just so good. Roman taunting Sammy's wife, saying he wanted her to be part of the family too, and that they could have provided. So a little slower of a match than I had anticipated between these two. I thought we might get a lot more back and forth action, but this is firmly Roman Reigns in control. Sammy's had a little bit of offense, but not much. The crowd is the quietest they've been all night. Got a little bit of a boost back to it right there. So now we might get a little bit of a comeback. All right, so Sammy is on the offensive for the first time in the match, has Roman thrown out of the ring. They go back to the same spot, right in front of what I'm assuming are Sammy's kids and his wife. The Ole chants are back in the arena. A little life is breathed back into the crowd. Sammy kisses his wife and runs back in the ring. What a great moment. Good for him. Popeye getting his olive oil. Sami Zayn is on the top. Roman catches him with that right hand. Sammy is down on the top. Roman with another right. Sammy's trying to keep himself balanced. Sami Zayn looks like he's going to try to attempt a sunset flip. Tribal Chief is down. We get a 1, 2, almost a 3 count, 2.8. Paul Heyman's eyes are about to fall out of his head. Two and a half. Sammy kicks out. All right, Roman getting ready for the Superman punch. Let's see what's going to happen here. It is 10:54. Nice exploder by Sami Zayn. Has him in the turnbuckle. He's going for the Helluva kick. Are we going to get it? Oh, Superman punch. 1, 2. Almost a 3 count. 2.9. Paul Heyman is hilarious on the outside. Oop, nice leap over the spear. A roll up. 1, 2. Kick out. Another exploder into the corner. Sammy's measuring him. Sammy's measuring him for the haluva kick. Oh, nope. He's going for the Superman punch. Ah, this is the downfall. He's ready to go. Superman punch by Sami Zayn up, and he connects. Roman in the corner. He's going for the haluva kick. Lands it. Roman is down. Roman is down. 1, 2, 2.5, and it's only a 2 count. The crowd has lost it, and they're back down. The crowd, the face expressions across the crowd are fantastic. Still curious when the screw job is going to come in, or if it's going to be a clean loss. Roman rolls out. Zayn is left standing in the middle of the ring. Roman is out. Sammy's in control of the match right now. Oh, Sammy comes through jumps over the corner of the ring, comes through the bottom 2 ropes, only to be met by Roman's right hand. We are at 10:58. A very slow and methodical match. Not exactly what I would have pictured this being. A clean finish is so rare. Oh, misses with the spear, goes through the barricade. Sammy's in control, grabs Roman. He's going to throw him in the ring. Roman is up. Roman goes, misses the Superman punch. Blue Thunder Bomb by Sami Zayn. 1, 2, almost a 3. Almost a 3. The crowd has their faces in their hands. Look at Sami Zayn's chest. A huge, huge scratch. Sammy arguing with the ref. So we've got the haluva kick. We've got the Blue Thunder Bomb. We've gotten a spear. We've gotten a Superman punch. We got a Superman punch from Sami Zayn. Let's see how they're going to bring it home. 10:59. We have to be wrapping up in the final minutes of the match. The crowd is in with the Olay chants. Sammy is ready. He is in control of the match. Roman blocking him. Got him in a headlock, trying to block him from lifting him up. Pushes him back in the corner. The ref is in the corner. Crushed. Knocked out. Sami Zayn, haluva kick. Roman Reigns down on the mat. This is going to be the 3 count right here, but there is no ref. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sami Zayn would have won the title. Right there you have it. Let's see how it plays out. The ref is now out of the ring. Somebody's coming down the stairs or the ramp. We got Jimmy. Jimmy super kick to Sammy. A second super kick to Sammy. Third super kick to Sammy. Jimmy going up to the top. Frog splash or Uso splash, whatever you call it. He's going to pull Roman over. New official. 1, 2. Sami Zayn kicks out. 2.9. No clean finish. 3 super kicks by Jimmy Uso. No Jey Uso to this point. Jimmy can't believe it. Roman telling him he's not good enough. Exchanging some right hands. Both men are back to their feet. Roman off the ropes. Grabs Sami from around the neck. Headbutt. Both men still on their feet. Right hand by Sami. Oh, ref almost gets hit by the Superman punch. Roman pulls back. Sami beats down Roman in the corner. Roman rolls out of the ring. Oh, Haluva kick to Jimmy. Jimmy got up on the apron. Enough time to distract Sami. Gets speared by Roman. 2.7. Sami is still in this, folks. I think the crowd is the biggest part of this match. The faces on the kids, the way Sami's wife is reacting to everything, the way the crowd is reacting to everything. The match itself has not been that good, but the crowd is definitely making the match. Sami is crawling up on Roman's lap, trying to push him over like a dog, nudging with his head. The crowd is still with the Olay chants. All right, so they are still going. Roman slapping Sami around a little bit. Roman up to his feet. Sami on his knees. Can't make it to his feet. Oh, Sami up on his feet. A strong right hand slap. Ducks a Superman punch. Second ref is out. Sami Zayn with the Superman punch. A Superman punch back from Roman. Both men are down and out. Both refs are out. The wise man, Paul Heyman, let him know that both refs are out. Paul Heyman getting under the ring, getting a steel chair. Roman has the chair. Yeah, Paul Heyman has been absolutely great. Jey is standing in the way, not allowing the chair shot to happen. The crowd is chanting Jey. Roman laying the ultimatum down to Jay, either him or him. He's handing the chair to Jay. Jay takes the chair reluctantly. He's looking at Sammy. Roman's got his back turned. You would think he wouldn't do that again considering what had happened last time. Jay's got the chair up. It looks like he's going to hit Roman. I'm willing to bet it's going to go towards Sammy. Let's see where the chair shot lands. Oh yeah, I'd be out on the snapping at me. You're snapping at me. I'll hit you with the chair. Roman takes the chair, smacks Jay in the face, pushes him again. Oh, Roman moves out of the way. Sammy hits Jay with a spear. Roman beats him with a chair. Spear from Roman. Zayn is down. Both refs are still down. One. There it is. 1, 2. Roman Reigns retains his Universal Championship. The crowd is deflated. The crowd is defeated. Not the match of the night by any stretch of the imagination, but a decent enough way to wrap up that section of the story. But let's see if there's any continuation right now. So Roman moved. Sammy speared Jay. So Jimmy beating down Sami Zayn in the middle of the ring. KO's music hits. KO delivered 2 stunners, 1 to Roman, 1 to Jimmy. Rolls out of the ring, grabbing Jimmy again. Pop-up powerbomb through the announce table. For those of you who don't know, PowerBomb Nation got its name from Kevin Owens' pop-up powerbomb. Kevin Owens grabbing a chair, getting in the ring. Oh, Paul Heyman coming in behind him. Paul Heyman is a jewel. Stunner to Paul Heyman. Wise man down. Wise man down. Kevin Owens going to let Sami Zayn get the kick in. Hell of a kick sends Roman Reigns' teeth into the upper arena, down on the mat. Sami Zayn looks to Kevin. Kevin looks at Sami. Oh, come on now. Those two need to get in there and hug. Come on. Crowd singing. Not the ending anyone wanted. Not the ending Scott wanted. Not the ending I thought we may have gotten. Not even the ending that I thought we would have realistically gotten. Definitely not the match of the night either. The men's Elimination Chamber takes that. That was an awesome match. Sami Zayn, standing ovation in his hometown. They didn't riot. They did. The WWE did exactly what they needed to do to keep the crowd controlled. I thought it was a fair enough finish. Good match for Sami. Put him on the map. And there you have it, folks. That was the WWE Elimination Chamber. We are now full throttle on the road to WrestleMania. Make sure you join us April 1st and the 2nd. Like, subscribe to the PowerBomb Nation. Join us for Do or Do Not, a Star Wars podcast, the Culture Cast, a retro pop culture podcast, and for anything PowerBomb Nation related. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great night.